The Smooth Operator pull-on flared leg pant is going viral. If you look up that scuba knit anywhere else, they have them in the luxury department stores, the ones at the end of the mall with the chandeliers. On average, this very similar, you know, they're all kind of similar in what they're doing. They're smoothing. It's a fabrication that is lightweight, unbelievably soft, and incredibly smoothing and stretchable. $90 to $110 all day, every day. This is just about the price point that you would expect on these. They are $95 at retail. Today, for our today's special, $33.95. We have 3 flex pays for everyone. That'll be $11 and change to get them home. And you know what you can't find at those department stores? Petite, average, and tall inseams. You're going to have these fit just the way you like, sizes extra, extra small to 3X, with that petite, average, or tall inseam. That will be 28, 31, and 34 inches respectively. Now, well, let's start right over here with the color that I'm wearing. It's called light lavender. I'm wearing the medium tall. Beautiful in this color, but the jacket, if you want it to match, just has a couple dozen left, then it will be sold out. Right behind this one is what we're calling the olive gray. Here is your almond. Remember, if you ever see the names and they're titled something in any of Marla's collections, they're always gonna be color matched to other items in that collection. And this is the chambray blue. She uses this color a lot. Gosh, it's so pretty. Oyster. Everyone's fan favorite. How beautiful. Every one of these does have a matching jacket other than that olive gray. So you will see that we're gonna be able to show them to you with those suit jackets. And of course, lastly, you have your black. We're so lucky today to have the royalty here with us. We have Sydney. This is Marla's daughter. You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
I like your lip color. Okay, so let's talk about this. You're pulling them on. There is no button. There's no zipper, but they look so elevated and chic.
It's that easy pant that you're gonna wear for comfort. I live in New York now and I travel a lot with Marla, of course. And it's funny because we were on our way to Italy and I had a friend who's Italian that was staying with me. And at the time I was wearing like my typical throw on sweatpants and an oversized t-shirt. And I really just looked like horrible. And he mentioned it to me and he said, you go to the airport like this?
No.
What else do you have? And I opened my closet and what did I pull out? The Smooth Operator pant. And I wore this to I travel with it. I throw it in my suitcase because it doesn't wrinkle.
Wow.
But most of all, I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty tall. So this regular petite and tall sizing that we have is just a lifesaver for me.
They're beautiful. And by the way, I wear the Smooth Operator straight leg pant, the one that's the cigarette length. That is my travel pant because it looks as great on day 3 as it did on day 1. Now is your chance to really expand on that wardrobe for about half of what I paid for the other pant. And I didn't even get that in the tall inseam. They didn't have that one yet. So these are really special. Now, Donna, are you wearing the average or the tall inseam? She's wearing the small and the average. That's in that almond color. Gorgeous. A little bit of warmth, absolutely a neutral. If you want to grab it with the top that she's wearing, that's that scuba knit tank customer pick. Perfect 5-star rating. In fact, the top, the pant, and the jacket that I'm wearing, and the jacket that, yes, it looks like you're wearing it as well, Jamie, these are all customer picks. These are all huge, almost perfect ratings on every single piece.
And well, part of it I think is because this really is an all-season pant. Maybe in August in Florida, you may not want to wear them. But if you're living anywhere on the West Coast, East Coast, even in the middle of the country, I wear these spring, summer, fall, and winter. It's gonna take you everywhere.
And I actually almost have to beg to differ. If you're someone who you don't like to wear shorts, this is the only pant you're going to want to wear.
That's
because
true.
It is lighter weight than what we're used to, and there's so much stretch. You're seeing here, there's an unbelievable amount of stretch, and if you look at them inside out.
Oh, this is great.
Yes, there's a secret panel on these that's gonna be your smoothing best friend, almost like you're wearing shapewear, but you don't feel squeezed. Every one of these will have this inner panel that has a 18% spandex.
It gives you a little bit of compression without feeling like a sausage. You know, have you ever had a pant that does that?
Yes, and this is the front. So this is where, if you normally get a little bit of a line or you're not thrilled with how you feel smoothed in your pants, maybe you don't tuck in because you're trying to hide this part of you.
Absolutely.
Look how nice that is.
We've also put in an elastic, and I know with a lot of pants, and I won't mention the brand, but it starts with an S, they typically put an elastic in their pants, and as you wash it, it flips. You know how it flips over and then you have to like twist it to get it back? We've actually sewn and created a seam where we have that elastic so you can wash it. You can even put it in the dryer. I personally don't put my clothes in the dryer, but this pant can go in the dryer, and that elastic is gonna stay put.
Oh, that's great. So easy wash and dry. We love that. This oyster color is such a neutral. It's so beautiful. Are you wearing the oyster jacket? Yep, she's wearing the oyster jacket. Jamie had that in the 1X. These pants are going to look fantastic, whether it's with a striped tee, a white tee, a button-down collared shirt. If you're wearing them with the jacket that I'm wearing, they're just gonna be so beautiful at this price. Grab the black, that is our most popular color. We have over half our quantity gone already, and it's 8 a.m. So these are very popular, and these are priced to sell out by noon, but they are really beautiful in that oyster if you want to get that as that neutral alongside the black, because let me remind you, with our flex payments, you can get the jacket and the pant home for $34. If you want to grab the tank as well, it'll be $44. And this is how you dress to not just impress, but to feel that relief when you put something on, because none of this is constricting or fussy.
Not at all. And remember, you can go head to toe with this, and I think later on in the day we'll show the tank and the blazer that we have. You can go head to toe, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It has this beautiful draping and a little bit of a wider it has a flare, right?
Very
like it
subtle,
goes down your leg. It has a very subtle flare, which is extremely elongating no matter how tall or short you may be.
Gosh, this light lavender color is so
Isn't it gorgeous?
Pretty.
Oh, I have to grab something.
Okay,
you said light lavender and I have to grab something.
Ooh,
right?
Mamma mia. Okay,
So,
hold on. If you have any of these jacquard jackets.
Look at that.
That is stunning. And you know what you could even do is a little bit of this with that. And this black is very popular. In fact, the black and the olive are moving so quickly. Here's the olive gray, very smart olive here. And we are losing solids in, losing sizes in some of these colors. The black, the petites are going very quickly. So you don't have to play by certain rules, but sometimes when there's a bit of a flare, some people have preferences if they would like to have the pant have a break at the ankle. As you can see here, there's just the slightest bit of break at my ankle. These look like they were tailor hemmed for me, just gorgeous. But I'm wearing the tall, which would be that 34-inch inseam. If you're looking for the 28 inches, if you know that's the length that you like to have your pants hit, I have these right at my natural waist, by the way, maybe even a little higher. If you love to have it, here we go. I moved them right a little bit more to my natural waist. Then you want to get the petites. However, the petites are selling out right now. Everyone is loving that at the 28 inches. The models right now are both wearing average. Those are going to be 31 inches. So if you love that little bit of the flare, just the slightest flare, sometimes people can be slightly more particular on where they want that to hit with their shoes. But if you know you're going to be wearing your sandals, girl, get the tall. It doesn't matter. There are no rules, but we do love that variety that so many places don't bring.
Hello Pockets.
Hello
Can we
Pockets.
talk about that for a second?
Hello Pockets.
I know that, can I say mom on air? Is that like
Please
appropriate?
Do. Please do.
So my mom, I mean, if she could put, she says this all the time, if she could put pockets in her underwear, she would.
Yes, she needs, we need to start patenting that, Marla, absolutely. And look how classy these are. You have this additional seam here, beautiful, like these horizontal pockets. Yes, they're going to be actual utilizable pockets. They look great. You're gonna look super stylish and classy whenever you're wearing this. But remember, the number one thing is smoothing. Smoothing, breathable, lightweight, stretchable, elevated. These do not look like a sweatpant, but they feel more comfortable than your favorite sweatpant. They don't look like a pajama, but they're going to feel more comfortable than your favorite pajama. These are going to have the stretch that you want on your athletic wear. They're going to have the flat encased waistband and stretch that you want in your lounge wear. And yet the look of that Fortune 500 CEO billionaire boss babe that everyone assumes has to come along with a $200 to $300 price point on a pant, or at least a lot of discomfort. You're not doing either of those. I have to remind you, these are $90 to $110. I checked this morning before the show. I looked for scuba, knit, pant. I looked through about 25 different stores, all that came up different sizes, $90 to $110. That's why our retail is $95 and HSN has a great deal at $69.95. Today, and I can't even say today, it might just be this morning the way these are selling, and this morning only, they're over half off. 1/3 the price of our competition. Home for $11 and change. This is the price where you get the black, maybe get the oyster, and then get the color that brings you the most joy.
And you can always mix and match. I mean, sometimes I'm wearing the black with the olive. I'll wear the sand with the, and I'm blanking on this color.
No, this is the chambray.
Chambray.
Yep.
You can wear the white tank. If you have the tank, you can wear it with the oyster or the chambray. I mean, it really is a world of possibility with this pant.
And remember the tops, we have all of our same color in the tops, other than what this one is called the oyster. You're just gonna sub the oyster for the cloud, which if you have other Marla tops, you know, I'm wearing the cloud with the black stripes right now. We are gonna say the lavender is now sold out in this top. Is that correct? In the top, not the pant? Perfect. The lavender is gone, and we didn't have oyster, I think, in the top. It was cloud. And the cloud and the olive are just about to sell out. So here's the deal. If you want to put this on for that $11 flex pay, right? Imagine this top with every other pant
so
here.
Classy.
You can't even, oh my goodness, this cloud with the almond, you're...
Oh, I'm grabbing something else. You just... I'm worse than my mother. I'll just walk
you
off.
two are fantastic. Look at that with the texture of the sequins. Okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
This is that reunion outfit, the graduation outfit. This is the captain's dinner on the cruise. Just a stunning three-piece set here. And this one would be called almond as well, correct?
Absolutely.
So all those colors will always go back. I'm just hearing that we are now getting very limited in the black tank and the olive tank. Look, we went way overboard on the discounts for today's special. Lately, a lot of them, they're $20 off. We get very excited. Maybe it's 20% off, and that's great. Went like 60% off on these pants. This is really a clearance blowout today's special. You're about 75% off what even the closest competitor is. And these are Marla Wynne. And if there's one thing that everyone in the winner's circle agrees on, it's these are the best made clothes they own.
Wow.
They are just the best made. We always trust the tailoring. We trust the fabrications. We trust that they're going to be impeccably crafted for all different sizes and all different shapes. So what you're seeing right now is the small and that average inseam on Donna. That's in the almond. And then the olive, Jamie, congratulations. They are the best seller in the hour. You have won bragging rights. They look so pretty. The olive gray on Jamie. She's wearing the 1X. These are so elegant.
They're elegant, and you know, it's not only just about the elegance. I think if you think about smooth operator, you know, there's that song, Smooth Operator.
I said I wasn't gonna sing it. I don't wanna owe any money, but yes.
Well, oh gosh. It kind of makes you feel that way. If you turn them inside out, there's the panel, there's the elastic, but the inside of the fabric really has that silky, buttery feel to them, which keeps them light, which also speaks to the seasonality of the pant, how you can wear it January through December, feel light. And because of the draping, it still feels airy and appropriate for all weather.
These are not stuffy, they are not warm. They are cool, they are really, really smoothing. If you don't like seeing the lumps and the bumps, if you want to have something that doesn't read like a skinny pant or like a legging, you really want an actual slack. You want the actual pant with a slight bit of flare, which is the go-to forever in style, will never not be on trend silhouette for all women of all shapes and sizes and age ranges. This is the way to do it. And it's $33 and change total. I mean, we're talking that is your full price here. Really impressive discount for today. I know I already had 2 in my cart. If you are loving the lavender, I would move quickly. The color, if you're calling it in, is called light lavender. And we do still have all sizes available in the petite, in the average, and in the tall. But they are going to sell out, and just a handful left in the jacket if you want that full look.